Alright, for some reason my microphone keeps getting turned off. Anyway, yeah, I apologize if you hear any noise in the background. My dad's about to go to sleep for the night, and sometimes he'll play his drums before he does so, and my brother's watching a freaking sports game. I've said a bajillion times how seriously my dad and my brother take sports. But yeah. We're going to be playing Papa's Wingeria. I'm on rank 10. And this will be playthrough number 1. Because I'm not counting my first playthrough that I did back in July. So this will be number 1. We're about to go to Summer Luau. I'll probably play a few days of Summer Luau. That's probably how far I'll get. I'll try to, or at least try to get. And yeah. I made a video last night featuring Green Ethan. I accidentally put a wrong title, but I fixed it when I remembered that I'm not supposed to mention his name in the titles. So I apologize if you noticed that, Green Ethan, but it's fixed now. I only have it set to with a friend now. And this goes for everyone. If you guys ever notice that I have videos entitled, "Oh, so-and-so with a friend," or "Credit to a friend," if you ever see videos that just say friend and I'm not specific, chances are it's probably I'm referring to Green Ethan, because he wants me to be cautious with videos that involve him. He's worried because he'll be worried about his mom seeing them and finding out the title. So yeah, any videos that say with a friend, chances are I am referring to Green Ethan. I honestly don't know a good topic to talk about for this video. I'm unsure. I might talk about being on the spectrum some more, who knows? That's something I could talk about forever. Being on the spectrum. And I talked about it in my other Wingeria playthrough that I did back in July. Alright, I don't hear the game anymore, but I do hear my dad playing the drums. Ugh, shitus, as me and Green Ethan call him. I think my brother's making soup. What day are we on? Alright, we're on day 14. Sweet heat. We'll get extra points. Alright, I appreciate extra points. Sorry if I keep pulling my phone up and down like this and this. It's just, sometimes it's hard to grab my ingredients without doing it. Because I have the iPhone Pro Max. They make it like a lot easier to do that. I kind of miss the pre-iPhone X models because it was a lot easier to kind of just to keep from doing it and whatnot. The good news is tomorrow's Friday. Now, I don't have school or work or college, so it doesn't really matter for, oh my god, stop. It doesn't really matter for me in that regard, but one thing I do like about Fridays is that we will usually, I'm not going to say always, but we usually get fast food on Fridays, so hopefully that happens. We usually get McDonald's, but I'm open to other options as long as there's something that I enjoy eating. I am not making any promises, but I want to do a live stream. I want to do a live stream before dinner time. Like, I'll do it, like, if I decide to do a live stream, I'll do it in the late afternoon. Again, I may do that. I'm not making any promises. But there's just something about doing a live stream. Oh, come on, shittest, that was perfect. There's just something about doing a live stream before having a very good dinner that I like. I don't know, I just like random stupid things sometimes. That's just me, I guess. Alright, we should go to Summer Luau. Summer Luau. Oh my god, JoJo's Burger Match. Fuck off! Every time JoJo's Burger Match comes up on the screen, I'm gonna rage at it, so be prepared. Be very prepared. I'm not gonna give my server any clothes because I feel like his clothes are like a part of him. If you know what I mean. I don't really want to change his clothes, so he's gonna keep the flannel robe. I'm gonna buy some more stuff. Okay, actually, I don't know. Screw you, Mardi Gras. I don't know. Never mind. Actually, I'm gonna wait until we get more money and some more Summer Luau stuff. I'm gonna try to get the dance party sticker. I'm gonna try. I know how to do this. You don't have to give me tutorials when I skipped them. Of course I got it perfect. You showed me exactly to put the wings are. Where exactly to put the wings. Where exactly to put the wings. Sorry, it's hard to speak and focus at the same time. I do not like Dynamo's order. It's annoying. And this goes for other, like, 4 on the left, 4 on the right orders. If, like, there's, like, wings all around, or, like, a wings or a side all around the plates, then that makes it easier. But if it's just 4 on the left, 4 on the right, it's a pain in the ass to make it perfect. Alright, hold on. Oh, no. Oh, okay, never mind. I can still wait for JoJo to serve. Mindy. I can serve order number 2, but I need to wait to serve Mindy. Some of these stickers are crazy, man. Alright, come on, Jojo. Alright, thank you. Alright, good. We got it. Sometimes I actually do get perfect on those 4 on the left, 4 on the right orders. It's just rare and hard. See? They're picky as hell, even when they're not even closers. Like, what the fuck? Yes, thank you, Jojo. He's a generous food critic. Tangy Trio. Is that right? All right. You know what I wish? I wish autism was more understood. A lot of people are still, you know, a bit ignorant to it. This includes parents. Now, don't get me wrong, everyone has boundaries and everyone has limits. People with autism may have stricter boundaries and stricter limits, but a lot of neurotypical people just do not understand that for some reason. And like choose and like they don't like they disregard it. They don't like respect that fact. It would be a lot easier to learn with autism if it was more understood. Hell, there's some people with autism that don't understand other people with autism. The reason for this is because it's not the same for everyone. People who are on the spectrum, not everyone has the same weaknesses and tendencies and behaviors and symptoms. I have symptoms that other people don't, and other people have symptoms that I don't. And there's also different, levels of severity of certain symptoms. There's symptoms that certain people, do have, but, for some people, it's, more mild or more severe than others. So that's something else to consider when it comes to autism. For example, anxiety. Anxiety can go hand in hand with autism, and there might be two people who take two. Just imagine two random people, for example, that have autism that do deal with anxiety. For one person, it may be mild. For the other, it may be severe. And they may have it for different reasons. So that's another thing. Even if some people have the same symptom, people have different symptoms, and even if there are people with the same symptoms, it can still be very different due to reasons or level of severity. So yeah. But for the most part, I mostly know relatable people with autism. Like Ethan. Purple Ethan. I don't know if Green Ethan has autism, but he is neurodiverse in other ways. Dale, Blake, Tyrese, Steve, the Weed is Heat 96. Of course, Daniel Plotagon, he's pretty relatable. And I think Jaden Mayo has autism. So yeah, I know a lot of relatable as hell people with autism. Some of them, but some people with autism are just on have it differently, so it's hard for them to relate to us and to understand us. That's something else people need to consider about autism, especially people that have autism themselves, is that it's not the same for everyone. But man, that's one of the reasons why I want to become a writer or an author. Because I just want to give people insight about things that are passionate to me and like things that I'm not trying to sound like I'm better than anyone or that I'm a know-it-all, but it just seems like I think about stuff and like I know about stuff that a lot of people don't think about or know about. That's one of the reasons why I want to become a writer, so I can share I can share that with the world. Because there are because I just feel like I feel like I need to spread awareness about a bunch of things. The autistic spectrum being one of them. A lot of people say that we only need acceptance and not awareness, but I disagree. I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with that. I think both awareness and acceptance are important. Because if people are not aware of a condition, then they're not going to understand people who do have it. You know what I mean? Sure, they may say like, oh, I accept you for having autism. You know, they may do that, but they're not gonna like know about it or know why a person like behaves in a certain way, and then they're just gonna assume they're being immature or ignorant or whatever. Or rude. Or just do something or say something that a lot of people with autism would. Like, people need to be aware of what it is and, like, how it makes people behave. People need to be aware of that stuff so they know how to support others with autism and they know why people do certain things. So, yes, acceptance is important, but so is awareness. And the thing is, like, you need, like, the way I see it, you need to have awareness to have acceptance. Like, how do you expect people to accept something if they don't have any awareness on it? Or, awareness about it. It's important to know about, like, something to accept it, or, like, if you want to accept a person for having autism, you first need to know about them having autism to begin with. Do you not, you know? Now, do I think autism should be, like, treated like some disease like cancer? Absolutely not. Like, I don't think autism should be treated that way, but it also shouldn't be overly glorified as well. I'm not saying that autism is all gloom and doom, because there are good things about autism as well. In fact, I see how, like, I personally see autism as a blurse. A blurse is both a blessing and a curse. So, well, hold on, let me... Get these out of the fryer. So, well, autism shouldn't be treated like disease, and people especially shouldn't be treated like pariahs for having autism. It also shouldn't be overly glorified. There's nothing wrong with thinking positive, but it is important to acknowledge the challenges and the symptoms of autism. Like, it's important to do that. Like I said before, I know there are plenty of autism books out there, but like I said, like, I'm gonna be writing about stuff that a lot of people haven't thought about yet. Like, that's important when writing nonfiction books, because if you just write about stuff that most people know about or have written about, then your book's not going to stand out from the rest. And hardly anyone will learn anything new. That's why it's important to make books like that in-depth as possible and include stuff that a lot of people aren't aware of, because then your book is going to become successful and you're going to be known for giving insight, for offering insight about things that people don't know about yet, or at least not a lot of people know about yet. I can't really give any examples because I've never really written about any books about autism, but I'll just give an example of things a lot of people don't think about. It's different for everyone, so you shouldn't judge a person for acting a way other people with autism don't act, you know? Like, I'm gonna give a quote. Like, remember that autism is different for everyone, so not everyone behaves the same way, comma. Keep that in mind when think about that before judging a person with autism, even though you may have autism. I'm trying to word that correctly, but you know what I'm trying to say. Just trying to give an example to put in my book that a lot of people haven't thought about yet. Because that's an excuse I hear a lot. Like, not from neurotypical people, but from, like, autistic people. Like, a lot of people say, oh, I have autism too, and I don't act like this. Well, it's important to think about that. They may have certain struggles and symptoms that you don't. You know what I mean? It's important to think about that stuff when you have autism yourself. My dad said that he may be on the spectrum. I don't know. I'm not a licensed autism diagnoser, so I can't say for sure, but he seems extremely neurotypical. He seems extremely neurotypical to me. Or maybe, if he does have autism, it's, really mild in his case. Unless he was kind of joking, but I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure autism, you don't necessarily have to have, like, family members with autism to catch it yourself. Sometimes even, like, genetic related things can happen spontaneously. Genetics are just a risk factor. They're not always a requirement. There's a difference between, like, a risk factor and a requirement. Requirements, something has to, like, be the case for it to happen. Risk factors are, like, it gives, like, a higher chance for something to happen, but it can still happen without it, if you know what I mean. Plus, when I write that autistic book, like, I'm probably going to have a section for personal experiences, but I'm going to have the whole signs and symptoms. But I also want to have other sections, like how to support someone with autism, or how to cope with autism. I'm also going to have sections like those to help both people with autism themselves, or how to support people with autism. Because I honestly feel like that if autism would be easier to deal with if more people were more accepting and understanding. Sometimes it's not autism itself is what's hard. It's how people misunderstand us. And another thing that pisses me off is when people tell us not to do certain things we can't help. Like, I've dealt with that before. And I just think it's one of the most ignorant things a person can do. Like, you know how, like, so you know how some people with autism, they may act like, they may kind of act, like, I don't know, some of them, like, act fidgety, like, some of them may, like, fidget or, like, make certain noises, especially if they have tics or ADHD, because that's another thing that goes hand in hand with autism, and people just tell them to stop doing that, like, and it's just like, how ignorant can a person be? That's like telling someone with depression to stop being sad. Or telling a person with anxiety to, like, in a rude way, not to worry. I worry a lot when, like, sometimes I suspect that I have anxiety. And I've gotten ditched that before for worrying about certain things. So, yeah. Even with all the books and, like, and studying people have done over the years, we still have a long way to go before there's enough awareness and acceptance. If I can be the person to hold on, I gotta focus. if I can be the person to bring out all the remaining knowledge that we need for autism, that would be awesome. I would love to be the reason that autism is fully known about and fully accepted. Ugh. My God, these customers are impatient. But yeah, to the people who don't think autism awareness is needed, please trust me on this. It's important to have awareness. Yes, acceptance is important too. I'm not saying that, but awareness is also important. Otherwise, people are just going to be ignorant fricktards to us. They're going to be ignorant fricktards. They're not going to know about autism, and they're just going to assume the things we do are like unrelated and just weird or undesirable. Trust me when I say this, awareness and acceptance, while they are different, two totally different things, you kind of have to, they kind of go hand in hand. You have to have awareness before you can have acceptance. So just please trust. So if any of you who are watching this don't believe in autism awareness, like please try to understand what I'm saying. Awareness is important. Awareness doesn't always have to be about diseases and whatnot. Sometimes it can be about other things. It can be about autism. It can be about LGBT. It doesn't always have to be about cancers or other diseases. It can be about normal. It can be about things that aren't even bad or things that are good. For example, LGBT awareness is important. It's important to know about LGBT. And LGBT acceptance is also important. So yeah, just my whole take on the whole awareness thing. If you don't agree, I hope you can at least understand where I'm coming from. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Bye, guys. I hope you enjoyed that.